I've been coming to these types of hearings for over 25 years, and really nothing has changed. You basically get similar arguments that run as a thread through all of these different hearings. You've heard good points on both sides. But I can give you a perspective that hardly anyone else in the room can give you, because most of the work in these plants is Boilermaker work. Now, the Boilermakers not only build powerhouses, they maintain them and repair them on an emergency basis. I understand people have concerns about the possibilities or the statistical numbers of incidences of cancer. But if you really want to talk about cancer, I'd like to talk about it now. I'd like to talk about mesothelioma, a 1 in a million disease that at least 4 of my members have contacted over the past couple of years by going in these plants where asbestos is rampant. I'd like to talk about brain cancer, about skin cancer, about emphysema, and regular lung cancer, not just the fancy type like mesothelioma. And, you know, we always go in these plants and we do our job on an emergency basis, not only the Boilermakers, other trades, utilities peoples. And we've always asked for the best safety equipment, improvements. Some of them we've gotten and some of them we haven't. But I can tell you all this right now. Unless we get rid of these old plants, my guys are going to continue to die at an early age in the performance of their duties. No matter how much equipment you give them, no matter how modernized it becomes, the plain fact is this is dirty, hard, sweaty work, fixing these old equipment. So I have a special interest because my members suffer disproportionately to any other group sitting in this room as far as what the outcome is of their exposure to this different kinds of material. Now that's something that people can talk about the possibility. I can tell you, I go to the funerals on a regular basis. The guys are dying at 51, 52, 53 years of age, when people now living into their 80s. So we have a special concern to get out of these old units. I don't want to repeat all the good points that were made about how clean it is and everything. I'd like to also address the end game that would involve all of you. When the ice cream gets warm, when the beer gets warm, and when the air conditioner don't work, on this side of the room we might tell you, we told you so. But on the other side of the room, they're going to say, where's my power? Because that's one common denominator in this room. We are all addicted to electricity. You have water, you have food, and you have air. That was supposed to be the essentials of life. Not in our society anymore. Without electricity, you can't have clean air. You have HEPA filters and everything else going on. You can't have clean water because we've got to pump it out of the ground. So this is now number 4 on the list of what you need to survive in a modern society. And we will not be able to grow. We will not even be able to stand where we are if we're going to have to do it the way we're doing it now. Now, unfortunately for all of you up there, you're going to have to make the decision. And you have my deepest sympathies because obviously you're not going to please everybody. But I do hope that you will consider what I have said and make the decision which is best for everybody involved over the long run. This plant is going to start a process that is going to enable us to modernize our system, and I believe it's going to be completed long after I'm gone. This is a 20-year project. If anybody thinks you're going to build a plant and then you're going to repower, and then you're going to repower, and then you're going to repower, this industry doesn't work that way, and this meeting is a good example of why. Because we have to go through all of these hearings, we have to finance, we have to do all the things necessary. So if this plant doesn't get built, we are going to put a brake on future development of this technology on this island, and we're going to not be able to get into the repowering because you can't repower on Long Island if you have enough excess base load capacity, not peaking capacity, and we don't have enough. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Connolly.